Well, in H above, I'm reminded in a few minutes into the listening to it, to worship you I live. To worship you I live to worship you. That life comes of worshipping God in the context of communion with Him in heaven, which is within you now. Look, these 7 aspects of the Holy Spirit, so to speak, these 7 spirits, it's not a chronology. It's not you get one and then you move on to the next. They are all simultaneously. You may see them as a chronology and experience them in part like that, or in disaggregation. You know, the very essence of the Holy Spirit is this, the second one, the moon, the reflection. No, you've missed the point. The reflection is to point to what we're reflecting. Otherwise you end up with what they did in Christianity. They worship the messenger. It seemed to reflect something of God, so we worship him. No, it's what he says. Look at the content. He's worshipping God, the Father. He's saying he should do the same. And you know, the notion that heaven was above or in the future or after the judgment, you know, apocalyptic type religions, it's not that, it's now, it's within. You know, I've been judged already, says Jesus. I mean, it's either flourishing within you at the minute or it's not. It's not something that you'll struggle with in the future when the judgment comes. You're living it now. And it's not a judgment. It's an uncovering. Apocalypse is not that, the way you've defined it, which is judgment and condemnation or reward. All about sin and, you know, has the debt been paid? My goodness. Where did you get this from? That's what's satanic. Because you use the concept as if evil existed as a tangible reality. Tangible realities are not the prime of life. Life itself is spirit. You are spirit, you are life. You're not matter. You're not time. You are eternal. Eternal is some sort of concept outside, beyond time, embracing all. It just is. Like God, he just is. There's no point in saying, when was he made, how was he made, what was the cause. It's meaningless. All that is within God. What he's thinking, I suspect. Or the nearest we can get to it in our understanding, anyway. At the minute. But not when you're fully engaged in heaven. You know God, as he is known. And you know yourself, which from our point of view here is as a child of God, a mature one, transcendent, heavenly host, member. How lovely. I don't think of really the Holy Spirit as a disaggregated. It has these, the Spirit has these characteristics. And it's what spirituality is. The way, a trust in life, our Heavenly Dad. The hope and what God adds, not just 5, but double portion, 10, the upper and the lower streams. Divine law, you've seen it, but actually not law at all. But like commandments, not commandments at all. But aspects 10 of wonderful intentions, listed appropriately for your current level of understanding to be meaningful to you. Purely as loving guidance to help you in your particular child's, this state that you're in now, whatever the now is, whatever the state is, appropriate to such. Principles, yes. Principles appropriate to class 1 or class 2 or class 3 as you move through the school. And notice the rules tend to relax as you become more and more mature. So that Paul feels he's free of the law. Well, he is. He's free of that Judaic law, thank goodness. What was so wrong with Judaic law? The commandments as we knew it. Well, they're in the negative, most of them, for a start. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do so and so. Goodness, it's a bit of a prison and suffocating. Can't breathe. You're screaming within, I want my freedom. You know, if the lawgiver goes up the mountains and he's too long, they worship the gods they wanted to worship. Did it bring them joy and life? Probably did in the short run. Would it in the long run? No, we have it of God that it's extremely destructive. And therefore follow these commandments that'll bring you back the second time, which are appropriate to your present state and will in some sense get you through. But it's not eternally valid. It's not valid for Paul as he understands it. But it's not valid for, well, possibly Marcion if he wrote John's Gospel or Mark's Gospel. Mark, Marcion, yeah, it could have been that. Who wrote John then? Do you see? What God adds is appropriate to your state because he loves you. There's not some general medical treatment that cures all, you know, so-and-so's ambrosia cures every disease under the sun. Buy now. 2 bottles, 1 free. It's not that. It's guidance and care and love and principles to you are appropriate to who you are now and who he knows in his very being, his heart. You are in eternity with him. So he trains us accordingly here. We treat young children different to older children, to teenagers. We just do, as appropriate. We're still loving each one. The young ones say, why can't I have the freedom of the older ones? Say, because you're not older yet, love. When you're older, you're maturer, you'll get those freedoms. But you'll be safe with them. At the minute you're not. Now, it's 8 o'clock, you should be in Popeyes. Cuddle up. See you in the morning. God bless. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.